Okay, so first off, we're going to start with your A chord. Now this is all in A. You could play in any key you want. I find the A is kind of fun for this, and the reason is because we're going to use our open A string. Let me turn that up a little bit. So our first chord is basically an A7. There's multiple ways to play it, and we're going to add that sixth on there. It gives it that really jazzy sound. So the way you get this is you play the open A string. You're going to play your first finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and you're going to cascade them going 5, 6, 7 on the next 2 strings. So your middle finger is going to play the G string on the 6th fret, and then your ring finger is going to play 7th fret on the B string. So basically it sounds like this. You also, remember, try to get in that open A string. I just think that's a really cool chord. What you can do is use, and if you want a hybrid pick, use your pick for your open string and maybe play it otherwise. Right now, just to keep it basic, we're just going to use our pick. And if you saw what I did here, I kept the same shape, and I can exchange my little finger for my third finger, whatever's more comfortable, you can do that. And I'm going to play down and slide it back a half step, just 1 fret down. Everything just, instead of 5, 6, 7, you have 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so we have. Okay, that little half step, slide back and forth. It kind of gives it that jazzy sort of shuffly feel. And if you want to use your pick as your hybrid, you can use the 1. So you see I'm alternating pick, pick up, pick up. Now another lesson, we're going to learn how to do hybrid picking. So for right now, let's just go ahead and just stick with our straight picks. Good. Now it's time for our 4th chord, which in the key of A is D. And we're going to stick to a D7. And just to keep it simple, we're going to play, now I don't know if you ever played a D7 like this. Maybe you've played a D7 down here. And that's fine. So we're going to take that same shape and move it over to the 5th. And I'm going to show you here real quick how this works. Over to the 5th and 4th frets. We're going to start with that 5th string. We're going to use our middle finger. Play that 5th fret on the 5th string. Your next finger is going to play the next string down. And that's going to be your first on the 4th of the D string. And then your ring finger will play the G string on the 5th as well. So, and then same thing, you want to kind of mute around there. So you want to pull your thumb around, make sure you're not getting that big E sound in there. So you really want to get that, just those strings. So maybe pull your thumb around and mute those strings. And then your other, your third finger, or maybe your 4th, can mute the other ones. And if you're not ready for that, just watch where you're playing with your pick and only play those 3 strings, the A, D, and G string. Okay, so we have. Now let's do that twice to make sure we get that full 12-bar blues. Now we're going to switch to our D, back to our A. Now we're going to switch to E, and it's the same shape as the D, except this time you're up a whole step at the 7, 6, and 7 fret of the A string, D string, and G string. So same thing. And if you want to hit that open string, the open E string, since we're in the key of E with that E chord, you can do that. And then we're going to go back down to a D. And then A. So just to get the order right, we're going to start with A, and see if you can play along with me. If you can't, go back and play it over again until you get this. So on the E, we went half. Okay, so just split that in half. That it really should just get a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on another A shape. And feel free to mix and match these as much as you want. The next one is going to be almost like how you play a D string, you know, a D chord. Your regular old D. And what we're going to do is we're going to raise that and put it up on the next set of strings and pull it over to 5 and 6. So you're making that D shape starting on the B string, the G string, and then the D string. So you're right there in the middle strings. You have an open E, and you're not going to play that, but you have that open A again, so that's really what you're going to go for. Same idea. And if we want to get to D, the only problem is we don't have an open string or a bass note, so we're going to come all the way up here to 10 and 11, same shape. Between 10 and 11. Now, if you're good and you got some dexterity going, you can use your thumb to play that that low D note on the 10th fret of the E string. But be careful for that A. So you might have to use your thumb or something to pick those. Really, this would sound better with someone playing behind you. A bass player or you know, another guitar, just something to give a little variety. So let me just go ahead and show you where these chords are. Here's your A, and then your D, back to your A. Now you're going to go up to your E, and that's just on 12 and 13. You're going to drop down to your D. And back to your A. So those are the three that I like. I think you can mix and match those as much as you want. They all really kind of have the same sound. This first one has a 6 in it, so it has a little bit jazzier sound, but that's okay. You know, if you want to kind of mix that up and you're playing anyway, hit that 6. Whatever you want to do. So let me go through and I'm just going to play that for you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, well that'll do it. Look forward to some more lessons coming your way from Go Guitar Live. And, well, have fun playing.